before me are some rocket ships. You haven't seen that for this country in a long time. And many of the jobs we're doing, and Mike Pence is the chairman, many of these jobs we're doing are privately financed. We're letting them use the Kennedy Space Center for a fee. And, you know, rich guys, they love rocket ships. And that's good. It's better than us paying for them. And I noticed the prices of the last one. They said it cost $80 million. If the government did it, the same thing would have cost probably 40, 50 times that amount of money. I mean, literally. When I heard 80 million, you know, I'm so used to hearing different numbers with NASA. But NASA's making tremendous strides, and we're using a lot of private money, a lot of people that they love rockets, and they're rich. So they're going to be a little less rich probably, but a lot of rockets are going up. And we're really at the forefront. Nobody's doing what we're doing. I don't know if you saw last with Elon with the rocket boosters where they're coming back down. To me, that was more amazing than watching the rocket go up, because I've never seen that before. Nobody's seen that before, where they're saving the boosters and they came back without wings, without anything. They landed so beautifully. So we're really at the forefront, and we're doing it in a very private manner. At the same time, NASA is very much involved in doing their own projects, but we're bringing that whole space flight back. We'll be sending something very beautiful to Mars in the very near future, and we're going to areas that nobody thought possible, certainly not this quickly, so we're very proud. So they had these outside. In fact, they were sort of spread much further apart. I said, let's bring them a little closer so the cameras can see it. But it's really amazing what's happening with regard to space and our country. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Make our way out, please. What do you mean by that? Let's make our way out.
Basically, I'll take that. It's fine. We have defense is so important. We need steel. We need aluminum. We're negotiating with Mexico. We're negotiating with Canada and the NAFTA. And depending on whether or not we reach a deal, also very much involved with that is national defense. But if we reach a deal, it's most likely that we won't be charging those two countries the tariffs. We have other countries that are very much involved with us on trade, but also on military and working together with military. And we'll be making a decision as to who they are. We have a very close relationship with Australia. We have a trade surplus with Australia. Great country, long-term partner. We'll be doing something with them. We'll be doing something with some other countries. We're going to be very flexible. At the same time, we have some friends and some enemies where we have been tremendously taken advantage of over the years on trade and on military. If you look at NATO, where Germany pays 1% and we're paying 4.2% of a much bigger GDP, not fair. So we have a lot of things going on. I think, General, with NATO, because of my involvement, we've taken in $33 billion more. Within the next, I guess, year and a half, they expect to have taken in $33 billion more. And Mr. Stoltenberg, who is running things, is very thankful. He said, it's incredible what's happened since we became involved. And I became involved by complaining because it was not fair. We were spending 85% of the money, and frankly, good for everybody, but it helps them a lot more than it helps us. Helps Europe a lot more than it helps us. So, you know, we look at the military equation too. General Mattis, it's very important to him and to me to maintain those great relationships. At the same time, we both want fairness. So we view the trade and we view the military, and to a certain extent, they go hand in hand. And a lot of progress has been made. And, you know, I'm very proud of NATO, because with NATO, when you see the kind of money that's pouring in that was never going to come in, because people were delinquent, countries were delinquent, they weren't paying, and now they're paying. Not all of them are paying the fair amount. Some owe billions and billions of dollars of money. They owe billions and billions from past years. They haven't paid it, and that's not fair. They want us to protect, and they want us to be a good partner, and then they're delinquent on payment, or they haven't made payments, or they haven't made payments which are fair. So we're looking at all of those things, and we're talking about tremendous, massive amounts of money. But that goes along with trade also, because we're looking at defense, but defense is very much also a part of trade. So we're going to be very flexible. But as an example, with Mexico and Canada, we're going to be throwing NAFTA into the loop. We're negotiating NAFTA right now. I think we're doing quite well. It was always my feeling that I would terminate NAFTA or renegotiate it, one or the other. I guess renegotiating would be easier, but we'll be perhaps coming up with a deal on NAFTA fairly soon, or we will terminate NAFTA and we'll start all over again. Okay? Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Say it?
Sticking with 10 and 25?
Sticking with 10 and 25 initially. I'll have a right to go up or down, depending on the country, and I'll have a right to drop out countries or add countries. We just want fairness, because we have not been treated fairly by other countries. Thank you, John. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody.